Testing, testing, testing. One, two, three. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. If you guys are new here, my name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang channel. Here we talk about everything that's happening in the traditional markets as well as the crypto markets with a specific interest on what's happening within the Cosmos ecosystem. We try to give you guys food for thought, something for you to digest within your trading and or investing journey. Hopefully, it gives you some sort of nourishment. Please remember that none of this is financial advice. This is just entertainment purposes only. And my opinions based on what I'm seeing currently in the markets. You could agree to disagree, or yeah, let's just keep it at that. You can agree or disagree. Everybody's privileged to their own opinions. Excuse me for my phone. Let me turn that off here. If you guys would, do me a humongous favor. Share this with your auntie, mama, cousin, brother, people at work that steal your lunch. Everybody, because the more people that see these videos, the more exposure your bags get. So again, guys, not just helping me, but helping yourself when you are a supportive person. Consider it, at least consider it, at least consider it. What's up, Rama? What's going on, my friend? Again, guys, that's how this all works. None of this works without you guys. So before I go any further, I do want to give you guys a humongous channel sponsor shout out because without you guys, none of this stuff works. Not the markets, not crypto, not the streaming, none of it, guys. So humongous shout outs to the IBC gang. If you guys are new, join the IBC gang. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, follow, do all of those great supportive things. I know I feel good about it. You should feel good about it. I feel good about it. Me love you long time, GI. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the markets because we got a lot of things to talk about. Oh, people, before I do, humongous shout outs to Cosmos Spaces, who is our official validator of choice here on this channel. We highly support Cosmos Spaces. Not only are they great validators, but they run relayers for the Cosmos ecosystem. They are super, super engaged with the Cosmos ecosystem. Guys, they're just overall really good for our ecosystem. That's my humble opinion. We choose them like Pokemon, right? Like we choose you. We choose them to be our exclusive validator of choice here for the IBC gang. So again, if you guys would like to be supportive and support people who support you because they support this channel, not by me getting anything financially. Again, guys, you guys know my commitment to the ecosystem. They support you guys with this partnership because they are the ones that provide the rewards for community game days. And it could be everything from crypto to free NFTs. The last one we had, guys, they gave out over 40 Krusty Critter NFTs to give out and also supplied the Juno. Shout outs to the Juno ecosystem as well to give out to the people who just come around on our community game days and participate. Guys, again, absolutely crucial to support the people who are supporting you. So check out Cosmos Spaces using the links down below, guys. Obviously I'm speaking highly of them, but I can't speak any more greatly than I already do about them, or else you would think they're family. But I treat them like their family. Check them out. Consider delegating to them, even if it is just for decentralization's sake, or you're trying to manage risk by spreading out your delegations. It's always not good to put all your eggs in one basket, right? Consider Cosmos Spaces. Show them some love. Also, humongous congrats to Cosmos Spaces for getting back in to the active set for the Cosmos Hub. Humongous achievement. Super, super happy for you guys. Golf claps. Golf claps. Love it, love it, love it, guys. We're going to be sending them some more Atom delegations their way because, again, we support them. So shout outs Cosmos Spaces. I think that was like the longest shout out I've ever done, about 5 minutes or so. Let me check up with chat. What's up, Chad? What's up, Brahma? Brahma, just about to head to bed. Get some sleep, brother. Can't wait to check out your YouTube video. We will bring that up. If you haven't left already, if you could share that. If not, I can find it. We'll share it later. Super, super happy to see more of you guys jumping in on the streaming. You guys know me, guys. As a streamer, I'm not in this. Like, it'd be nice, right? Like, to be fully fair, it'd be nice to maybe get this to be self-sustaining and supporting itself and propped up on legs one day. But it's not about that for me. I absolutely am one of those people where if I know where water is in the desert, like, I'm not going to withhold that information. Like, I will share it. So Rama is going to be putting out YouTube videos. I don't know how consistently, but he's going to be putting one out about launching stuff using DAO. Super, super cool. I'll be sharing that later. And then again, we got many friends that also do content creating. Right, content creating. Um, but who have great bits of information that you share with the community. So we will try to promote that as best as possible. We're definitely not one of those places or channels that just try to, you know, hoard all the eggs for herself. Like, this is my eggs in my basket. Get your own. I don't know why I picked eggs. I like eggs. I eat eggs. Thinking like Easter egg hunting and something like that. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with all this stuff. But anyway, let's stop rambling, guys. Let's get into the markets. It's Friday. It's the 28th, and it's the last day for options. So we got all of that we're dealing with. We got a lot of fundamental things that we're going to be talking about because you guys know I like to consider myself more of a fundamentalist than I am a technical analysis. I think that is more important in the long, grander scheme of things is to be a fundamentalist. But we're going to get into the charts in just a little bit nonetheless. Let me actually bring up the charts here, move my big face to half of the screen at least. I don't know. You know what? You know what's bugging me? I'm trying to use this Restream app, guys, instead of OBS. I really wish I could take off like the double name step down here. Like, duh, obviously it's IBC Gang Crypto Tank, right? Like, I just want to share this. Can I not just leave mine there? How do I do that? How do I do that down there? We remove source, edit name. Please enter name. Camera one. I don't know. Charts. Chart one. Oh no, it does it for both. That's dumb. Oh, revert, go back. I just ruined everything. I just ruined everything. Look, see, that's I should not try to do this stuff. IBC chart. Should not try to do this stuff like while we're live streaming, right? I'm just gonna ruin everything. What do you mean, you big dummy? Big old dummy. There we go, guys. There we go. There we go. I know. I know. Get over it. Yeah. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. There we go. We're back to it. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it here. Sorry, we were looking at gold. I was just peeking at gold earlier. Let's move over to the Dow Jones, which looks to be, I'm looking at this for the first time because no prep in front of the video, right? Let's go through this together. Let's go over this together. The Dow Jones up 0.41%, the NASDAQ up 0.23%. The Russell is up 0.93%. Looking good for the Russell. SPX is up 0.46. Let's go back to the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones retesting its previous point of resistance here. We've been showing you guys this for a long, long time. Again, my charts are very, very boring. We don't move many things on my charts. Because we like to stick on the higher time frames, guys. Right now, we are in the daily time frame. We're using Market Cipher as our favorite oscillator and indicator tool of choice. Again, it's pretty expensive, and yes, there are cheaper, if anything, freer means to go about getting very similar things. When it comes to using oscillator and indicator tools, I have a lifetime membership for Market Cipher. I absolutely love Market Cipher and the polished presentation that they give with their, what's the word I'm looking for, with their product. So again, I'm going to put the links down below if you guys want to check out more about Market Cipher. It is a little expensive, but I absolutely love it. It's again just such a great tool to have. And if you just buy that one-time lifetime membership, guys, it's super cool. I want to use a couple of features of it, but in any case, let's go ahead and jump on into it right now. We're taking a look at Market Cipher A, which is where we house the traditional candlestick patterns. Right, we're on the daily time frame, and right now, as you can see, we have this trend line of which was resistance for quite some time. Let me go ahead and make that bolder for you guys. See this white line right here, trend line of average resistance that's been beating us down every single time we come up and challenge it. Let me make it thinner. Like, I was going to think of something that rhymes, but I couldn't think of anything. Let's just go on. I was thinner, like spaghetti dinner or something. I'm not a good rhymer. But we're coming up to it right now, guys, on the daily time frame, and it looks like we have a good chance of actually, if we can stay in this position with this momentum, with this kind of effort, we looks like we might actually stay in a pretty good position, have finally a good chance to break above it here. Now, you got to remember, it's not like we're coming up to the glass ceiling on efforts alone. Like, right, the glass ceiling is also lowering with this angled trajectory downwards with this resistance line here. It's ever so slight, but we are coming up to it. It does look like that we have a good chance, if we can remain in this kind of position in the markets, to finally, especially leading into next week, raise above it. Now, I think there's a good fundamental couple of reasons why we actually could do that, and I'll explain that in just a little bit. Like I said, it's really, really good to be more of a fundamentalist in the long-term investing landscape than it is, relying on TA. Um, but I'll get to you guys in just a minute when it comes to those fundamental reasons on why. But it does look like we have a really good chance of finally breaking above this resistance line and then hopefully flipping it into support going forward. Let me actually get my big face out of the way. Guys, I'm sorry. It's going to take me a little bit having to get used to the commands. I usually use a Stream Deck for OBS, but trying to flip flop back and forth using this Restream app. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so looking pretty good with the Dow Jones. Let's move on into the NASDAQ. Oh, well, actually, before we do so, let's go to Market Cipher B, which houses the RSIs and momentum waves here. The great thing that I'm seeing right here, guys, is we showing all three things flashing appropriately for us. And that's the RSIs. We have a green dot, which is a buy signal here, or like, an effort for price appreciation, I would say, not necessarily telling you to buy, but it's kind of telling you that the efforts there for appreciation on the price point for this asset. And then also what I'm seeing right now is we are actually recapturing the positive money flow. It's really double represented here on the momentum waves. You can see this being represented with this green tint. What did we call it before, guys? Chartreuse. Is it a chartreuse color? Was what Brand used to always call it. I'm colorblind, so I can't really see and you nonetheless talk certain big words, but I think it's a chartreuse. You can see that being represented here with positive money flow coming in on the charts. And then also really easily, if you're like me and need it dumbed down, on this bar here, you can see the green and red bar. You can see that we recaptured yesterday the positive money flow. And I put out a video the other day trying to, give people just food for thought. Again, I'm not always right. Matter of fact, I've been wrong quite a bit of times. That's where I formulate my opinions and have structured myself, is because I've hopefully been learning from my mistakes. But nevertheless, what I'm trying to say is I'm not perfect, but I did make a call yesterday and letting people know to give things time to fully play out, right? Like the other day for the markets, we saw some pretty crazy, especially for the crypto market, some pretty crazy price action. And now we're actually seeing things that came from yesterday kind of play out because we were patient and we were waiting and for the signs and for the signals that the markets were telling us on the charts, to fully confirm. We're seeing that like fully play out now after confirming. So again, guys, I stress patience, conservatism, a little bit of degen, but be a conservative degen, right? You can't just push all your chips on the table the first time you see something flash. But right now we're looking really, really good. I'm really, really happy that we were patient, especially in the crypto markets from yesterday's call and tweet that we put out there for everybody. But yeah, we're looking really, really good for the Dow Jones. What's up, Brandy? What's up, Twitch? What's up, Twitter? What's up, everybody? If you guys are new on either side, consider clicking that little link. We do our live streams primarily on Twitch. I think it's a better place for community growth. Um, you know, but if you're on Twitter, what's up, everybody? Second time trying this on Twitter. Had some pretty good numbers last time. Over 300 something people watched it on Twitter. So that was cool, or at least saw it. What's up, Sirius? What's up, OB? What's up, Matt? What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys all being here. So yeah, we're seeing some really good things, right? RSI's pointing upwards, green dot, that's a good. And then we're seeing positive money flow. So 3 out of 3. Love what we're seeing right here. You guys know I've already got my positions. I got my positions on the low down here in these ranges before, and now I'm just riding my wave, right? Like it's really, really cool feeling when you're taking all the emotions out of it. What's up, Brahma? Let me go here, guys. Let me go here. One thing that I do want to stress before we move on is you guys know that I put a lot of emphasis on my 200 SMA and my 4x4 DCA strategy, especially when they're combined together. It's a very, very powerful thing. I just want to tell you guys, because, like the dollar, the US stock markets, we are in a very, very interesting place. Like, regardless of whatever bias you have or like theory you have and stuff like that, you have to understand that just because you think something should or could happen, like understand that the complete opposite is always available to take place. Always understand. It doesn't matter how much research you do or what, like there's always variables. We saw the Black Swan event, we've seen wars, we've seen all kinds of things come out of left field. So always prepare for the worst. And one of the things that I want to share with you guys again is the 200 SMA strategy. If you guys don't know that, in Twitter, you guys can just use the simple command explanation 200 SMA, explanation 4x4 is 4x4. Or if you just want to simply go and check out the YouTube channel, you can find it on our YouTube channel as well, a preferred playlist. It's our strategies that we use to enter whenever we see price action dip below the 200 SMA for a relevant amount of time, guys. And last time we saw that happen, we absolutely crushed it. 2 out of 3. The Dow Jones, we didn't really catch, but the NASDAQ, we freaking made a fortune on that again. And then the SPX and the Russell as well. Like we really nailed it with those charts. And so what we're trying to do is prepare ourselves for the worst with the 200 SMA. All it basically is just taking 20 years of price data, and you guys can see it being written right here, 20 years of price data, and it's measuring the average move of those 20 years. Anything and everything has happened in the past 20 years when it comes to the markets, right? Now, we're trying to take all of our emotional or biases out of that and we just go by math. So we're using averages from those 20 years of whenever the 200 SMA or whenever the price action is held below the 200 SMA for 15 to 20 days or more, right? Like we didn't want to take in dips and slight wicks into it or nothing like that. We really wanted to be represented and only taking averages that represented true price action that hurt underneath the 200 SMA. And on average, guys, not my opinion, but the charts on average, if we go to hell in a handbasket, we're all wrong. And this actually goes right back down below the 200 SMA on the daily time frame. What I want you guys to pay attention to is this zone right here, because it's telling us over 20 years of price data is telling us it should be right around 21.26% total move down below the 200 SMA once the 200 SMA does not hold up as support on the daily time frame. So again, let me show you guys what that's going to look like right here. If we reverse for whatever reason, we test the 200 SMA, doesn't matter what structure, if the 200 SMA is coming down, it's going back up. If price action dips below the 200 SMA and it holds below the 200 SMA for 15 to 20 days or more and comes down below here, even if it makes an effort, right? Over 20 years of data tells us that on average, we should see a flooring position take place right around 21.26%. That's right around 25,496 on the charts. This is the old zone when we were below here. Once price action here, when we fell the slopes, we weren't able to actually overcome the 200 SMA for again 15 to 20 days. And you can see that every single time that happened, it didn't happen, right? Like every time we made that attempt, it didn't happen. Once price action dipped below the 200 SMA, using averages of the past, you can see it here. I manually measured this like a bajillion times. It was telling us that on average, we should have seen a flooring position take place right around this zone. Now, thankfully, we didn't get down there. And again, that's why I'm telling you, I'm also stressing to you, this is just an average. You got to use a DCA strategy that ladders you in just the P4, right before that entry, right underneath it, right underneath that. You guys know how I like to use my 4x4 DCA strategy. It's not about hitting it out of the park, right? It's about laddering in slowly, base hits, jabs, win fights, right? Like it's nice to see those home runs and people like to brag about them, but they're few and far between. So trying to take a conservative, degen approach when it comes to entering in long-term as an investor. This was supposed to be where the flooring action takes place. Now, again, big difference in what I'm preaching to you guys versus what other people preach to you guys about finding the absolute bottom and the absolute top. Like people will say, sell in May and walk away and all this other stuff. Like they're gurus, like they know where the tops are, like they know where the bottoms are. Guys, that's all clickbait. Again, I've said this so many times, but I stress the same things over and over and over because these practices is what separates winners from losers, guys. The boring stuff is what makes consistency, and consistency is what forms discipline. Having discipline and consistency combined together is a very strong tool. So if you're bored, good. That's what I want it to sound like. That's what I want it to feel like. That's what I want my presentation to be, is boring. I don't want you guys, if you guys are here for the bells and whistles, the flash and the hopium and the BS, go elsewhere because you're not going to find it here. I'm going to give you guys real practices that's really helped me so that hopefully it can help you guys going forward. So food for thought, right? Something for you guys to digest. Hopefully you can take it in as nourishment, or maybe you want to poop it out because it's garbage. It's up to you. You do you, boo-boo. But I'm just telling you that's what I'm giving out. So again, 200 SMA strategy is just to show you guys where flooring positions should start taking place on the charts. Now, what could flooring positions look like, Tank? Well, it looks like the valleys down here, guys. This is what flooring positions look like on the charts. Market Cipher B representing it quite well. The valley here, the floor of the valley, the basin, the bottom of the pan, right, from these mountaintops, that's the flooring positions, guys. Look, mountaintop range, the valley of shadow of death, where no one wants to be, but where you should be paying a lot of interest and mind to. That's what flooring positions look like. Now, you might want to see what that looks like up on market cipher A with the charts, right? Well, let me show you guys. Floor, right? I'm not telling you guys what the floor is, it's where the floor might possibly be on average. And that's not me telling you either. That's the charts telling you with 20 years of price data. Okay. That's the secret. Take your own bias out of it, take your opinions out of it, and interpret the charts correctly. That's all our game is. That's what we are here to do. We're not here to try to be gurus and be fortune tellers and nothing that. We're here to listen to the charts, take in as best as possible, educated bits and pieces of information. If we're here to take in bits and pieces of information, educate ourselves, and take the best guesstimate, because that's what it basically is a guesstimate on where these places might be. Not to catch the bottom, not to catch the top, right? It's about time in the market, not timing the market. So again, guys, if you were laddering in with a DCA, good DCA plan, the 4x4 DCA strategy around this flooring position here on market cipher B or on the charts, right? You would have been doing just great. So again, that's what we're doing here. I just want to kind of stress it to you guys before we move on. I know that was a big mouthful, but I like to think that important stuff is worth talking and is worth rambling about. But right here is the new zone. So if we falter, if we get rejected, something weird happens, things escalate somewhere, whatever it is, right? We could realistically come below the 200 SMA, fall below the previous support zone that we found. Again, I'm going to be watching these as we move, right? I'm going to be watching them as they move, but I'm going to be watching momentum and the narratives and what's happening out there fundamentally and stuff like that. But if we falter, guys, the new zone that we should see a flooring position is going to be all the way down here. Whether you want to ladder in here, maybe it's the first of four of your DCA is going to be here, then down here, and a little bit below that. You guys know you always have to bring more capital on each position on the lower way down. That's how you average yourself and DCA very, very conservatively, and always bring more capital to the battlefield. Reinforce your positions with more positions, right? That's on you. But I'm telling you, it's probably going to be somewhere around here if it goes to hell in a handbasket. Now let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 0.19%. Let me show you the strength of this 200 SMA again. 200 SMA strategy. This was the old zone here. Using a great DCA strategy, like the 4x4 DCA strategy that I like to put forth on my portfolio. Again, not financial, just what I do. Just giving you guys my thoughts. Like, I killed it here. Not just once, but several times. I told you guys earlier, made a big amount here over the past couple of months, over the past year, right? It was huge. It's huge. 200 SMA strategy is a huge, strong tool, especially when you're combining it with a good 4x4 DCA strategy, right? So look, this was the zone. Boom, nailed it to a T, took profits. Rinse, repeat, started DCAing into this, nailed it, took profits. DCA'd into this again, nailed it. Already took profits, and now we're letting it go. If you're taking a look at the long term, right, you can see that we are still making these ever slow stair-stepping movements on the charts. And this looks great. Long-term sustainable growth looks like this, guys. We need to have these ebbs and flows. You need to be realistic. We don't just up into the right, like always. You need to have sellers and you need to have buyers. Like, that's how this game works, guys. We need to ebb and flow. We need to go down to go up. We need to. Not so much with the selling, because things could just go down. We've seen that quite a bit, especially in crypto, right? Like, and especially with banks failing and companies, just shitting the bed. We're definitely seeing the opposite be true, like where you could just get dumped on, and it's unfortunate, but hey, I thought that's what we have the SEC for. Why aren't you protecting us, Gary? Anyway, guys, this is my jab. That's my jab to it. So right now, the NASDAQ looking really, really good. It's actually, look. Now we're going to volatility again, guys. We're just basically breaking even right now with the price on the charts. We're up $3. It's come back down quite fast. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Coming back down quite fast. That's interesting. Still got a lot of time to play out. Again, same thing, guys. Patience. I'm stressing patience in this game. Market cipher B looks really, really good here. Pinched RSIs rounding upwards. Yesterday we had a green dot, waiting for it to fully confirm today. If we do come back down on market cipher B, we have mucho room to come back down and retest this support line that we've been making with these anchor waves, this sell pressure that's been lightening off ever so slowly. Ever since seeing the low down here, right, with these anchor waves, look at how we've just been trending upwards, and the sell pressure has been lightening and lightening and lightening and lightening, lightening, not lightning like thunder and lightning. Light, is that a word? Yeah, I'm just stick with it. But yeah, that's super super interesting, right? And even if we take these averages here and project these out here, we have two of them to go by here. I don't know why this always does this. Boom, boom. We're just using average touches here. Like even if we take these averages here, it's still a really good trend line. If we come back down with more sell pressure, to still be in a really good bullish position on market cipher B, trending upwards with the anchor waves. Let's go back to market cipher A. Show you guys what I'm seeing there. 200 SMA strategy. If we're wrong, right, which we've already taken profits, so it's all great. If we're wrong, right, and we get a second chance at getting at a lower price point yet again using house money, because you guys know you should be hitting that triple plus play. Got all kinds of like weird sayings and things and labels for things. But if we reverse, if the NASDAQ breaks below the 200 SMA for over 15 to 20 days, the old zone was here, the new zone is down here. $9,258 is what we're looking at on the charts. That's 22.15%. Total average move down from the 200 SMA if the 200 SMA does not hold up support for the price action of the NASDAQ. Guys, loving it, loving it, loving it. If we rally from here, the next point of resistance, which is going to hold up and remain true on the charts, more likely than not, is obviously going to be where it held up in the past here, which is right around 13,665. If you are hopefully waiting to take more profits when we come up to this next resistance, think about it. At least consider it. Again, if you're in profits, always consider it, guys. But same thing. We are showing a stair-stepping movements on the charts here. And until these zones get broken, these previous steps, while we were climbing, our mansion, our stair, we would actually have an elevator. We wouldn't probably be walking the stairs up our own mansion. But as we look at the grand staircase, the grand stairs of our mansion, until those stairs get broken and come back down, until those zones invalidate, I don't care. I'm being absolutely fine with everything, guys. What's up, Cash Deal? What's up, Bat Fat? Chicken tacos. What's going on, guys? What's up, everybody in Twitter land? Guys, do me a favor again. We're trying to do different stuff, especially for the Cosmos ecosystem. We're trying to give you guys at least what I think is valuable bits of information, just my ramblings within the Cosmos ecosystem. Help me out by liking and sharing. Consider dropping a follow on our YouTube channel, on our Twitch channel. You don't have to subscribe, but hey, especially on YouTube, it's free and it costs you nothing to be supportive, guys. So like, it takes you 5 seconds to go figure it out. It's IBC Gang on both platforms. Really would appreciate it, guys, as we're leading into the next halving, especially for crypto. And as we get into this really great place when it comes to being an investor, and that's that recessionary landscape within the markets, guys, this is the time to really start paying attention. If you care about your brothers or sisters, your mama, your auntie, your brother, your sister, your relatives, your friends, your family, whoever they are, right? If you actually care about them, you want to share with them and you want to support the people, again, little bias, that actually are sharing relevant, good bits of information, not just hopium, not just reviews, not just how to claim airdrops and stuff like that. Not that that's bad, but guys, at least consider being supportive. That's my humble request. Like, it costs you nothing. There's you don't lose by being supportive. Like, all you could do is potentially get, and if you're wrong, just leave later. Like, no harm, no foul. Like, I get it, but at least give it a shot. At least be supportive, right? It should make you feel good inside when you're a supportive person. Don't ask what crypto could do for you. Ask what you could do for crypto or Crypto Tank. And that's just liking, subscribing to all of those platforms. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Shameless shield. I got to do it more. I got to do it more, guys, as we're leading into the next run. Got to do it more. Let's go into the Russell. The Russell is up 0.74%. We still need to get above this resistance line here on the daily time frame. We definitely need to get above, for the Russell, above this resistance lines here. We've been sharing, again, all of these charts they haven't moved. They're not flashy, guys. This white line right here where we found support, we threaded through it. Guys, it was previous support in the past, previous resistance, pretty obvious, right? right now could very well definitely falter and come back down. Definitely could. The Russell is like composed of very smaller options and stocks and assets within this index, right? So they're with the market movements and stuff like that, they're a lot more volatile and get affected a lot more. These bigger caps in the Nasdaq and stuff like that, or the Dow Jones on these other indexes. But yeah, we came down here. As you can see, we held up on support again. I want to see us hopefully start trending back up to the 200 SMA. It's going to lead up into quite well, basically this resistance line, and then hopefully it's going to be. I say it's going to be a humongous point of resistance, but hopefully we're going to be able to get above and over that in the next couple of weeks. If we don't, guys, I'm just taking a look again. Like I said in the past before, it's really easy. It's previous lows for the Russell, and then if that cuts below, all bets are off. You don't know. We're going to be price discovering on the lows. So right now, though, long term making stair stepping movements, only our second step here. We got to see if we trend and make that ever so slight step again to price recapturing appreciation on the charts for the long haul. That's what it means to being an investor. It's the long game, guys. So again, be patient, be patient, be patient. Appreciate it, Chad. Watching on both platforms. I really do appreciate that, man. That's effort. That's what they call maximum effort from Deadpool, right? Maximum effort. Mm-mm-mm. Let's make this kind of faster because I do have to go see my son at a play at his school at 10:30, which is not far from now. Um, let's speed this up, guys. SPX. I'm going to try to stop rambling. We're way above the 200 SMA. Stair stepping movements on the charts, looking really freaking good right now. Again, we're in massive profits. We killed this on the last one, guys. DCA strategy. You guys know we freaking murdered it here. We murdered it here in profits. Already taking profits. Got some free and clear. Hit that triple plus play. Looking absolutely fantastic, guys. If we go to hell in a handbasket, the new zone, though, is going to be down here, $3,017 for the 200 SMA strategy, entering it with the 200, I'm sorry, with the 4x4 DCA strategy. Right now, RSI's pointing upwards right here. We have a good trend line of support, looking good, positive money flow, daily time frame, using market cipher, looking A-okay. What was Da Vinci say? By the way, he ruined that. We're in the pipe. 5x5. You ruined that from my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies as a child, Aliens, where that pilot, she's like, we're in the pipe 5x5. And then he tried to take it and make it as saying, don't ruin my favorite movie, Aliens 2. Aliens 2 was bomb where they had the Marines. Guys, if you guys haven't watched that, you guys got to watch it. Best, one of the best movies ever. Anyway, let's move on from that, guys. We are seeing a green buy signal here. Again, positive money flow, RSI is pointing upwards. Give it a whole day to fully confirm, guys. It's going to be very volatile. We have options closing today for these indexes, for the markets, for crypto markets. But yeah, so if you absolutely have to use a DCA strategy, scratch that itch, do something, maybe even spend just $5. You know how powerful just a small $5 buy is? Some people just like, they get FOMO so bad. I got to do something. Just do a small buy sometimes. If you're not sure, small buy. Buy a cup of coffee in the mix. It'll make you feel like you did something, and that way, nobody could ever shame you and say you didn't do anything with it. I bought me a cup of coffee's worth of this asset at least. Anyway, let's move on. DXY 101.67. Showing some strength, but again, just going volatile right here within that 101.1 trend line that we've been showing you guys. Previous resistance in the past, usually holding up as support for a short amount of time, and then ultimately probably going to falter, come back down on this higher time frame, which is the weekly time frame, get back into this zone here, this channel that we've been in since 2008. And I think eventually we're going to falter, guys. And I do think, and again, let me kind of zoom out just a little bit more. I do think long term that we more than likely might be in this zone of this new downwards trend for the DXY. I think we're in this section of the charts that we were in the past, here and here. And I think that we're going to be seeing this new place play out for the charts where we see a new channel, because that's how things go, right? Like we have these ebbs and flows, channel down, 5-year up, channel down, 5-year up, channel down. We have a channel up. Guess what, guys? It's time for us to come back down. And I think that the new range is probably going to be, I'm going to be marking, guys. We took these percentages here. If you guys can't see it, it's going to be 59.43. That's going to be for the dollar, right? That's going to be But I do think that's realistically where we could go while the dollar loses strength, while they try to put on this CBDC, while the rest of the world innovates and we decide if we like Bud Light or not. Like, honestly, I think that's where we could go. If I'm wrong, I don't care. I'm still in way profits. So I'll just use house money. But that's where I'm projecting long term, right? Long term. This is a decade game. not a short term. If you're short terming, guys, you're just a short term speculating trader. That's all you are. Year or less, 3 years or less is like my humble opinion. You're just a speculative trader. You're not a real investor. Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin right now is down 0.96%. It is still on 29.2 dollars, looking really good. As long as we stay, like I said, guys, as long as we stay 28.32 between that range, I'm absolutely loving it like McDonald's. Absolutely loving it like McDonald's, guys. Again, this obviously going to be support and a resistance for a short time, more likely resistance before it turns into support for us. But I would like to see us range between 32 and 28 for the next couple of months. I think that would be tremendous for altcoins. And then leading into the next halving, I could see us pushing to that 40K range. Yet again, that 40K range, obvious on the charts. Really, really simple, guys. When you keep it simple, if you look upwards right up here, it's going to be super, super easy to see us recapturing, this zone here, which is about 33. And then when we get to 40, it's right up here, guys, like 38, 39. Look right there. Boom. Resistance, support, resistance, support, right? Resistance in the past, resistance in the past. It's super simple when you zoom out. What's up, Marcher? Are you going to our son's little event? I'm having to move really, really fast. So yeah, guys, not going to sit here and give you guys hopium more than Bitcoin's already given you, but we're still in we recaptured just now. Marcus FB, we just recaptured positive money flow. We are trending back upwards with the RSIs. Yesterday we had the green dot. If it fully confirms today, hey, good. We're off and resetting again, guys. If we take a look at the options right now, let's go ahead and really quickly. Hope you guys can't see that. Oh shit, you guys can't see that. Well, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to let you guys see this because it's too much. I got to fly really quickly, guys. There's open options needing to be fulfilled today, and then it kind of tapers off, and then it gives us a clear platform for us to actually take off a little bit more, maybe gain a little bit more support and momentum. There's also us having to talk about the Fed FOMC meeting that they're going to be having, where there's a lot of people. As a matter of fact, you guys can't see this again, but let me double check it here. There's a lot of people that think that we're going to get a 25. Let me make sure here. Come on, thing. Refresh the page. Okay. 89.1% of people think that we're going to be getting no more than 25 BPS on the next meeting. That's going to be great. There's even there's almost 11% chance that we get none, that they don't do anything at all. What's up, Chaos? You stole my Bitcoin, you son of a bitch. Are you parking here? I don't know. I might do that. Yeah, we might do that. But yeah, so guys, a lot of people are already pricing this in, anticipating the Fed's movements. I think there's a good chance, even though there's a lot of people saying like, 5, like nothing to 25, guys. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I was looking at backwards. There's even 11% chance that people are thinking that we get a price reduction, like they reduce. But I think there's more than likely a chance that they don't raise at all, and or at most just do a 25. That's what the markets are pricing in right now. Over 89% of people that were surveyed believe that we get no hike at all, and or at the most a 25. And so we're looking really, really good as far as everything goes in the markets. Let's go into the rest of the crypto market though, very quickly. Oh, by the way, 9090 boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. This is my PAAS. I've already taken profits. We're back at it again. Look at that. Go. Look at it go. Oh, love it again. Already up 1.7%. I'm not gonna talk about that because I gotta flow though. I gotta go. I gotta roll. Guys, Ethereum threading. It's down 0.8% right now. Threading the high place of resistance that we were in this upper channel. I guess you could call this somewhat of a triangle pattern here, but more of a channel right now. But we're threading on here, still holding up as resistance, trying its best to get above 19,000 again. Hopefully it can, but looking really good. If you go and take a look at Watch the Burn, it has that deflationary narrative, guys. It is what it is. Yeah, I just DCA'd it to more Bitcoin and Ethereum yesterday, yet again on my autopilot DCA, not my dynamic one, right? My dynamic one's going to be, it's going to be bangers if I get those. But yeah, loving it, absolutely loving it, absolutely love it. Got good price points yet again. DCA'd, guys. I'm telling you right now, if you guys have an autopilot, not financial advice, but I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys have an autopilot DCA strategy, consider doing it on a Thursday. Do it on Thursdays, guys. Do it on Thursdays, please. Like, I'm not even going to tell you guys why. Just do it on Thursday. Set your guys' DCA to happen on Thursday. Thursday, right around now. if you can pick the time, actually. Um, let's move on. Let's move on. I think Ethereum's looking absolutely beautiful again. Positive money flow. We had a green buy dot yesterday, waiting for it to fully confirm RSIs are rolling upwards here. Atom at 1157. It's up 0.43%. RSI is rounding back upwards. Green trigger buy dot here. Long term trend line of support on market cipher B down here. If you go ahead and take a look at resistance on market cipher A, you can see that we're getting resistance on the 200 SMA. We were showing you guys the resistance line right here on average, right? Previous support, resistance in the past, holding up right now as resistance yet again, kind of leading up right to that 200 SMA. Man, Tank, you took the lead for prettiest. Proud of you. You damn right I did. You damn right I did. Look at this. I ain't slacking. That's what money gets you. No, I'm just that's what money gets you. Did I take the lead for the most grays too as a streamer? I got the most grays too. But again, guys, honestly, I'm not looking to reinforce my position with Adam. Not that I don't love Adam. I absolutely love Adam, guys. One of the few Cosmos content creators that actually holds and stakes quite a bit of Adam, calling people out. Just saying it. I love you, my friends, but I'm just saying it. I don't know what the hell this was, by the way. One of the only Cosmos content creators that can literally tell you without a shadow of a doubt that I actually hold and stake Atom. There's a lot of LARPers out there that would like you to believe and listen to them when it comes to things involving Atom and the Cosmos Hub that don't even hold Atom. Even some of your favorite validators don't even hold Atom that give you content. Kind of funny, right? You know, LARPers. Anyway, I'm just playing, but I'm not. I'm just playing, but I'm not. Um, I'm not ready to reinforce my positions until it comes to 750, 615, 460, and yes, 80 cents, guys. If you don't believe that can't happen, you crazy baby. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Secret right now up 0.86%. Guys, they're needing it off. They're needing it off. I think the thing that's most interesting is market cipher B with these momentum waves. We have a long trend line of support. We could come down even more with price depreciating all the way down to right about 53.77 on the momentum waves here. If that happens, I think that's just going to come down into these ranges of right around 57 cents, 57 to where we are right now. I know that's not what you guys want to hear, but it's the truth. 57 to 63 cents, basically where we are right now. Who's buying Secret? I don't know. I don't know. I told you guys before, like I'm not dissing Secret, but for me to get into that shade bond stuff, it would cost me more Secret than I'm getting back in and shade and still whatever. Like I just don't. Man. Like I've said, Secret people, Secret agents, tell me the secrets, please. I've been asking for almost a year. Anyway, Juno down 7.1%. Oh, here we go again. Talk about Juno. No, I love Juno to death, guys. I actually love Juno to death. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like maybe a little bit stuck in my bias, but it's easy to be that way when you're actually free and clear and no emotions are attached to your bags. I know, guys, you guys don't want to hear that, but I'm just being honest with you guys. I know actually I did dip a little bit more capital into it that's not free and clear just recently. I did actually do that. So no, I was just lying. Just got used to not having any feelings. But I did it at like I believe it's like 85 cents. Anyway, so yeah, it's it's getting hit. It is what it is. Guys, guys, I don't have enough time. I'm gonna make a video for YouTube. For you, I said this so many times. I'm gonna do this one first though. I'm gonna make a video on YouTube talking to you guys about why I still believe in Juno, and then I'll get roasted by everybody else about making why I'm still into Juno and stuff like that. But there's so many fundamental things actually happening. Of course, myself being an advisor to the Juno Growth DAO, hopefully maybe later a little bit more. But like there's things in play that hopefully will start straightening things out a little bit more. And a lot of crazy things happening with DAO. I know a lot of people are like, oh, DAO. I'm telling you guys right now, crazy things happening with DAO. Evmos right now down 2.68%. It is trading at 32 cents. Again, guys, it's real simple. Just watch out for these previous lows here. You got to watch out for these previous lows. It's super, super simple. That's the next place for support. If it doesn't happen, like we're going to be looking for the abyss again. Osmo, even though it got on Coinbase, 79 cents right now. It's down 0.2. I'm sorry, it's down 2%. really interesting thing that I want to show you guys. Trend line right here, right on averages. We came down here, have a buy dot. It's trending upwards, but we got to give it time. We got to give it time, my friends. Give things time. Things that I was telling you guys about osmosis as well. I wasn't interested until it hit these yellow lines. These were the averages of support in the past when things came down. Yet again, held up. So if you were DCAing on the first of four right there, you could have been up in profits from that first line, especially from this second line to where we are right now, 10.71%. That's on the charts, guys. I'm not making it up. It's right there for you guys' faces to see. So again, I didn't make a move there, but I told you guys many times I wasn't interested until it came here. If you wanted the DCA using 1, 2, 3, 4, you could have. Guys, it came down to the second line and now you're up almost 11%. It's 10.71%. Even on spot, you cannot get mad at that. Even on spot, you cannot get mad at that. At a 10%, a double digit percent gain on the chart, you cannot get mad at that. Let me go into osmosis. Let me share with you guys the osmosis platform, and then I gotta hit it and quit it, guys. I'm sorry about that. I do have to hit it and quit it though, because I have my son's thing that he wanted me to go to, and I will go to that above all because I love that little boy. But yeah, let me go into here. Let me refresh it for you guys. This is the osmosis. We like to do this all the time to see the biggest winners and losers. Guys, look at Flix. Look at the Flix token right now. It is up 20.59%. Somebody clip this. Somebody clip this. Guys, Injective has been killing it too, but somebody clip this for me. Congratulations to Omnifix, Sisla. It's up 20.59% on the Osmosis platform, trading at $1.86, guys. Shout outs to the whole Flix gang. You look like you are winning above and beyond everybody else today on the first page. There could be somebody else there, but you look like you are winning, guys. Clip that, tag Omniflix in it. Let them know. IBC gang loves them to death, guys. Yeah. Compounding. Yeah, there's a lot of good winners right now. There's a lot of good winners right here. Let's go on and see some other ones happening. Let me see here. Look at that. I got all amped up. AXL or Axelar is up 2.92. Axelar making big moves in our ecosystem, guys. Cannot ignore Axelar. Flix, we already said that. Messing people up right now. Quicksilver also up 4.19. Who's into Quicksilver though? Like no shade, but like so many. I'm not gonna get there. Umi up 6.66. I wish you would actually have a different percentage in 666. It doesn't look very well, but shout outs to Umi. We actually have been telling you guys that we love Umi as well. We love the conservatism and the realistic play that Umi is trying to present to everybody for the ecosystem and beyond, right? Like, absolutely love Umi. Up 6.66. I wish it would go up to 6.67 or something else like that. But shout outs to Umi. Congrats to you guys as well. Clip that, share it with them, tag it, tell them the IBC gang loves them, smack them on the booty. Good job, good game. Love it to see it. Love it to see it. Kuji up 2.97% as well. Let's take a look at some other ones. We're getting into the lower market caps on Osmosis. Let me move on, guys. G Key up 1.13. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the rest of these because these are super small and like $5 can move the whole damn thing. But yeah, guys, that's what I got for today. Shout outs to Cosmos Spaces, guys. Shout outs to Cosmos Spaces for getting back into the active set. Absolutely massive for you guys. Really happy and grateful to see that such a great team is back into the Cosmos Hub. Guys, consider, if you have some Atom, giving them some of your delegations, guys. Support people who are supportive and good actors of the state, of the ecosystem, of the people. That's what we got for you guys today. Be careful, take profits, be conservative, guys. Subscribe to this channel. Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your mother. I think I said your mother a couple of times because, you know, your mama. But guys, tell everybody that you guys know. Watch this channel, support this channel. Let's get into it before we get into the next bull run. Let's anticipate what we're doing here, guys. That's all I'm asking. I don't want none of your money. I don't want none of you guys to subscribe for something extra. I don't want none of that stuff. That's not what we do here. But pressing that little red button, liking, subscribing, sharing with people, even being a high critic is supportive. So at least consider talk BS to me. Talk me down. Do anything. Engage. That's all I'm asking. I'm here for it. I'm here for you guys. Shout outs to the IBC gang. Shout outs to the cosmonauts. Shout outs to the realest ones in this space. We'll be back later, guys, on Monday. Take care over the weekend. Take profits. Be conservative. Peace. Later, alligator.